When you can't make it to City Hall or the school board meetings, local journalists will be there to report the facts and get your questions answered. Local news works for you. Stay up to date at BrainerdDispatch.com. Good morning, Brainerd Lakes area. It's Wednesday, March 25th. I'm Teresa Burke with your Brainerd Dispatch Minute, the weekday podcast of the Brainerd Dispatch, brought to you by Rayboyne & Francis Law Firm, catching you up on the news of the Brainerd Lakes area. Here are today's top local headlines. But first, let's hear from our sponsor.
Remember just two things. Rayboyne & Francis, good. Insurance companies, bad.
Rayboyne & Francis gets it done. 828-9211.
Teachers in Brainerd continue working into the spring without a contract. For 2 months in a row, teachers have lined the halls outside the Brainerd School Board meeting room, holding signs expressing their frustrations about working for months without a contract. Their last contract expired June 30th, 2025. I spoke with Teacher Union President Misty Job and have comments from educators at last week's board meeting in today's paper and at BrainerdDispatch.com. Bears at Wild and Free are off to find their permanent homes. 9 black bears spent about a year at Wild and Free in Garrison and were ready this week to be released back into the wild. 7 males and 2 females were relocated. Reporter Tim Spire has more on the bears in today's Dispatch e-edition. Constructing a flood overflow for land east of Inglewood Drive and north of Woyder Road was before the Baxter City Council last week. The council accepted a flood overflow control study for the area of Inglewood Drive to Garrett Lane. The area experienced a lot of flooding in 2019, and an emergency project put an 18-inch culvert under Inglewood Drive to relieve the flooding. The water flows toward Red Sand Lake. Managing editor Renee Richardson has the full story in today's Dispatch. From former Dispatch publisher Terry McCullough's column, This Was Brainerd, exploring the Dispatch archives, here's today's tidbit of local history, brought to you by Mills Automotive Group. 80 years ago today, in 1946, the Dispatch reported that ice went on sale today in Brainerd on a cash-and-carry basis, breaking the ice famine which lasted the past week when homes had no refrigeration. The sale was held after the new Minneapolis owners, under pressure from the Brainerd Civic Association, allowed ice to be sold. For a daily dose of This Was Brainerd, visit BrainerdDispatch.com or find McCullough's column in the newspaper or e-edition. Now here's today's Lakes area forecast, brought to you by JN Tree Service and Landscaping.
Storm Tracker.
Here's the forecast for the Brainerd area. As we take you into your Wednesday across Minnesota Lakes country, we'll look out for cloudy skies this morning, perhaps a touch of a light rain-snow mix. Better chance for that, though, to the north. Otherwise, though, heading into the second half of the day, we'll have partly cloudy skies and afternoon temperatures soaring into the low 60s. Light winds out of the west-southwest at around 5 to 15 miles an hour. For tonight, we'll look out for clouds returning and periods of light rain showers returning later in the night, perhaps mixing in with a little bit of snow late tonight into early parts of your Thursday. Afternoon temperatures tomorrow will be much colder thanks to a cold front that'll be moving through. Temperatures will be steady in the mid to upper 30s with winds out of the north at 10 to 25 miles an hour. We're cold still on Friday before temperatures warm back up this weekend. I'm Storm Tracker meteorologist Robert Daly.
Thanks to Mills Automotive Group, Rayboyne & Francis Law Firm, and JN Tree Service and Landscaping for their support. And thank you for listening to the Brainerd Dispatch Minute. For more news throughout the day and for information on becoming a subscriber, visit BrainerdDispatch.com. Have a great day, and we'll catch you tomorrow.